Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
My name is Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Wow, what a week and weekend of sports. People enjoyed basketball at its best. I know you were there for quite a bit of it. The guys in different formations throughout the week and weekend. And your story this morning was great on Sports News, kind of recapped everything. You can look at that on Sand Hills Express as well. And we'll be talking about that a bit. I don't have any idea as to what's coming up this week because I don't have the cheat sheet yet. But maybe you know what's coming up this week.
My cheat sheet is in my brain.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we're going to go to Lexington. Got Broken Bow Lexington girls and boys basketball. Was looking at the Broken Bow activities calendar. It actually shows the girls' varsity game tipping at 5 tomorrow. And boys will follow, so we'll have both of those games for you live on the radio. KBBN 95.3 FM will be those games for you tomorrow. Broken Bow against Lexington. And then we're going to move into some wrestling. Going to go to Gothenburg on Thursday, February the 6th, the Southwest Conference Wrestling Championships. And we'll be covering that for you, focusing in on Broken Bow Wrestling and some of the other area teams competing there. So that'll kind of be a full-day event, and we'll have those matches for you in coverage of the event on KBBN 95.3 FM, KBBN.com. The great Jeremy Shipe's going to go with us, and Jeremy's going to light up all 3 mats. I don't know how he's going to do it, but we're going to try to do video for you of the Southwest Conference Wrestling Championships so you can watch it along with Mr. Crawley, and I think maybe a special appearance by Mick Patch calling the matches for you on Thursday. So we'll look forward to that. And then on Friday, February the 8th, it'll be more wrestling. We're going to go to Ord, and we're going to cover the B1 Girls District Wrestling Championships. Broken Bow, Arcadia Loop City, and Anselmo Myrna, just some of our area teams that will be represented there. So we'll be watching our area wrestlers and also looking at some of the other districts throughout the day and watching our area competitors as they try to qualify for the Girls State Wrestling Championships later in the month.
Wow. Now, back to the 3-screen video. What's Jeremy is? I know we've got 2 big cameras and a couple of little smaller ones. Are you going to put them all to work then, huh?
I'm guessing. Yeah, they're going to run. I'm told they're going to run with 3 mats. We'll be in the North Gym at Gothenburg. And listen, Shipe will find a way.
He'll pull it off.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Whether we'll have all 3 mats, I don't know. Obviously, our coverage will kind of focus on Broken Bow and some of the other area kids. But I think he's got his brain spinning, and I think the goal is to try to get all 3 mats on there so you can watch them.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Well, as you say, Jeremy will, if at all possible, he will pull it off. And
I think we've done it. I think we've done it 1 or 2 other times, if I remember correctly.
At least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So it's not totally new territory, but it'll be great to be able to watch all the mats at the
yes,
same time.
It will be. Yeah, appreciate him going along with us.
Excuse me. And listen to the guys call it. And now you have to realize, folks, that Mick Patch lives in Chicago.
He does.
But
except in the month of February.
He lives in Custer County and travels with the wrestling guys to cover all the wrestling coming up. And you can be assured that when the state tournament comes up, Mr. Patch, Mr. Crawley will be there. Brent will be there taking care of other things. No better team to cover wrestling than those 3 guys when it comes to getting to the state tournament. So it's all going to unfold here really quickly. So get ready, folks. Lots of more sports coming your way. All right, we don't have school lunch menus yet. They're all still coming in, but I do have the Prairie Pioneer menu for you that I stole from Brent a moment ago. He was looking for it there. He panicked for a moment. But we're having goulash, green beans, and fruit today at the Prairie Pioneer Center. And you can call them at 872-6121 if you're not a regular customer. Let them know you're coming. Or if you're bringing some extra people, call them at 872-6121. You can also set up home delivery at that same number. We have some guests coming in today, and Brent's going to bring you the grocery cart specials Going to talk a little bit about the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce Love Local promotion that runs through mid-February. We'll be talking about that. And, of course, we'll be giving away a $25 gift card today during the show, too.
Lily Kate Boutique.
All right. And we'll be telling you a little bit about what's going on there throughout the show. And then we'll ask you a question about what we talked about during the show about that wonderful business. So keep your dial set right here. It's all going to be a lot of fun today on this Monday. It is the day the music died day, the anniversary of the tragedy in Iowa that took place that I think most people who have any years on them remember very, very well.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that...
Will surely come my way.
A tribute today to that very special period of time when People hopped on a plane, a little single-engine plane, to get to the next spot from places like Clear Lake, Iowa. Little did they know that plane would go down not far outside of Clear Lake. And, of course, one of the famous stories that come out of that is Waylon Jennings was playing with the orchestra, and they had a conversation with Buddy Holly as to who was going to take the seat. And Waylon says, "No, Buddy, go ahead. You've got a show to do." And so we lost Buddy, and Waylon continued his wonderful music career. So, pretty special day. And when music was simple, and people had a lot of fun dancing at the dance halls and going to the skating rinks and doing all those sorts of things. So this is the day the music died, according to Don McLean. All right, it's also National Water Taste Test Day, Brent.
Water taste test.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other words, they rated the areas with the best tasting water.
Oh, I know what area that is. I'll just say it.
We do.
It's right here.
We would argue with this survey, I can tell you that right now, because they say who has the best tasting tap water in America, and a panel of water snobs and some finicky politicians gathered in Washington, D.C. to sip samples from around the country in the annual Great American Water Taste Test. Now, last year's winners were Columbus, Wisconsin. The samples will be ranked in 3 criterias: clarity, taste, and even smell. So I guess they're not having the results yet. They're going to gather, but last year's winner was with Columbus, Wisconsin. Now, I can see Wisconsin having some pretty good tasting
Yeah,
water.
probably. Yeah, I think I've only been to Wisconsin one time in my life for a wedding.
Yeah, the rural areas are beautiful, and you have farmland, and you have kind of forested areas with lakes everywhere, so you can see that. But they better try Custer County's water.
Amen. I agree. We're blessed.
Yeah, it's good.
It is good. Good water.
Now, if you really want to send yourself into oblivion and warm, fuzzy feeling, just drink water coming straight out of the ground in the sandhills before it gets to the tank.
There you
Coming
go.
out of that little pipe that's filling that tank up in the sandhills. You won't find sweeter water than that, that's for sure. I don't know if that water would ever get to D.C. for judging. The cattle get to drink it every day.
Yeah.
And the people that live up there do as well. So very, very lucky. All right, birthdays today. Not a lot, but one or two of them I thought you might be interested in. Amal Clooney is 47. She is a lawyer, an activist, and she did what many tried and failed to do.
Married George Clooney.
Exactly. She is an accomplished attorney who specializes in international law and human rights, and I think they have twins, if I remember correctly, and have a great time raising the kids. Morgan Fairchild.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that goes back a few years. Yeah, was actress and model, right?
Yes, she is 75 today. She starred in the 80s nighttime soaps Dallas and Flamingo Road and Falcon Crest.
Ah.
But best known these days for playing Chandler's mom on Friends.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, she did.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Dave Davies is 78 today. The guitarist and backup singer for the iconic classic rock band, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Kinks. The Kinks, all the day and all the night. Two brothers who actually didn't get along very well, but they made great music. Put that on the stereo, put a little vinyl down, crank that up, you had a good time. Used to have, that was a party song, Brent. You just crank that up and everybody hop around and sing along. It's pretty fun.
Good.
We're brothers, we get along. We're neighbors, we get along. I had a vision over the weekend. I took a little walk and I was coming past your place, and I was thinking about you and me and how we're going to raise money with our gourds late this summer, coming summer of 2025. Gourds for Good promotion. Yes. And I just noticed, and I want you to just think this over before you reject it right away. But I noticed.
I just love when conversations start like this.
Well, we had a chance. You had a chance to have, food served in your driveway and have hundreds of people come to your place, and we ended up moving that to Runza and having a hot dog feed that way. So I'd like to give you one more chance.
Oh, brother.
Because here's what I was thinking.
No.
Listen, please. Just listen, because I know your mom's listening, and I know she'd probably want to talk to you about this, but listen, Mom down in Arkansas, and Jim, if you want to get in on this, you can too, but you've got 3 windows on the west side of your garage.
Yes.
You're a lucky guy. You have a garage with windows on the west, lets the heat in and so forth, warms up the room a little bit. Very handy there. And right next to that is now you have your landlord has put down this wonderful cement below it, and then the alley's right next to that, and there's just a little strip of grass there.
Yeah. Well, you know a lot about my place.
Well, I walked right by it, coming from east to west. There it was, staring me right in the face. And first thing I thought of is a gourd stand, and we could have a drive-through.
What?
Yeah, we'll just take out, or either lift up the windows, or we might, I don't know, you'd have to talk to the landlord. We might have to take them out. But
no, we're not doing that.
Well, he might be up for it for a good cause. For good things. But anyway, at the very least, if they open up big enough, they could be like a drive-through window, or like the old Dairy Queen used to be, where you walked up and there was somebody in there, and you'd say, I want the fully colored gourd in about a 2-pound size. And then you'd hand it out and take their money, and you'd raise money for good. So just think about it.
Okay.
I think it's a perfect that come up down from the south to north, drive right by, be on the driver's side. They just get out, walk over, and say which amount of gourds they want. You hand them out, take their money, and off they go. Very handy. We would be inside from the sun. The people would be comfortable because they'd have their air conditioning on in their cars, and they would just hop out for a moment, pick up their gourds, and go. It'd be a Gourds and Go. We could name it Gourds and Go.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Gourds and Go for good. Good gourds for, we can make, there's all sorts of combinations there. Brent and Shelley's gourd stand. I mean, something like that. For good. So just think about it, would you, buddy?
Okay. I think you're out of your gourd, but I'll keep it in mind.
And, Mom, if you're listening, just work on him a little bit.
I am. That aside, I am with you, though, 100% on trying to grow gourds and sell them for good. I am 100% behind you on that.
Well,
I want you to know that.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
And I just thought it would really be
When
slick.
are we going to have to start really focusing in on this? Do you know?
Well,
I mean, do we need to be in the pre-planning stages now?
Well, Ryan Anderson kind of told us he thought we didn't need to start the seeds this early.
Okay.
I mean, there are
because we're going to plant them out back here at the station, right?
Yeah, I thought we just
since we have the space.
Yeah, we'll put up a little fence for them to crawl up.
Okay.
I guess you get more colors that way.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Well,
Different varieties.
See, that's what I love about you. You've done your research.
Well, I'm working on it. Plus, Julie from Off-Broadway, she seems to be very knowledgeable about gourds. So we're going to use her and all the experts we have here on growing things in the area. Okay. But how we retail those out, is another question.
Yeah, well, we'll talk about that later.
Right by your house. Just have the window open. Be so easy.
Mm.
And it'd bring a lot of people to our neighborhood.
Yeah.
We really wouldn't need a permit because they would almost not have to stop.
Huh?
Just jump out of the car and run over, and you could hand them you could have a variety pack of gourds.
Oh, wow. See, there's something else that we're going to have to figure out. How are we going to sell them? We'll have to come up with some kind of merchandising plan.
Well, yeah, we're going to have to make a lot of money, so we're going to have to come up with a marketing plan. That's for sure. You're right. And of course, location is a big deal, and convenience to the shopper. Nobody wants to, walk the aisles all day. They want to pick up their gourds. So,
Well, I'm glad you had that vision.
well, I was just walking back from.
What really scares me is how well you know my place.
Well, I've mowed it.
That's true.
I've been on your yard, guy. It's not like I'm snooping around.
Yeah, whatever.
I just and when I was walking by, man, you got nice windows, 3 nice windows on the west side of that garage, and I thought, boy, that would be handy. What we could do is have a gourd hop.
A what?
Gourd car hop.
A gourd car hop.
You used to have, the gals who would either skate to the cars or walk out to the cars and take your order right at the car.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Have a tray of gourds.
Yeah.
Yeah. People just roll down their window and select the gourds off a tray. Well, that could work too.
Well,
And then you'd be the supplier out the window. Gosh, it worked great. So let's move along.
okay, yes, let's do.
Let's play the game.
Okay.
What are we giving away today?
How about a free blizzard? Small blizzard to Dairy Queen and Broken Bow.
Sounds
Is your
delicious.
prize today. New batch questions. February is known as Snack Food Month.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to give you the snack and some clues. You tell us from what country the snack comes from. Here's your question for today. After a hard day in my country's outback, I like nothing better than a sweet chocolate biscuit called Tim Tam. Where am I from? Is it France, Chile, Australia, or Japan? After a hard day in my country's outback, big clue there, I like nothing better than a sweet chocolate biscuit called Tim Tam. Where am I from? France, Chile, Australia, or Japan? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Hi, this is Andrew from Pearson Physical Therapy. Did you know we offer dry needling? Have you heard of it? Are you curious if it might be right for you? It often gets compared to acupuncture, but there are definitely many differences. Our goals in therapy are often pain reduction and improved mobility, and that's just what dry needling is all about. Come talk to us, and we can see if it's right for you. 872-5800, or stop by and see us on West Highway 2.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the months of January and February, Palmer Monument Company is giving you one more good reason: their annual winter sale. Come and see them today with the coupon from the newspaper and receive additional savings off their already reduced prices.
Hi, this is Chris Smith with the Palmer Monument Company. It's our goal to assist you in selecting the memorial that best fits your family needs. And with our sale, we'll save you money too.
During the annual winter sale at Palmer Monument Company in Lexington and Broken Bow.
And we have Catherine online. Good morning, Catherine. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing pretty good.
Good. I just have a funny feeling that you might know something about gourds. Do you ever raise gourds?
Yes, I have.
Oh, here we go.
Birdhouse gourds.
Oh, birdhouse gourds, of course. It would be for the birds. And and you, what time of the year do you plant those typically?
In the spring, when you plant your garden, when it's warm enough for them to come up, like cucumbers or squash.
Okay. All right. Very good.
And you need a fence for them to climb on.
Well, that's what I'm going to build one. Don't worry about that, Catherine. I'm going to build a fence.
Get some cattle panels. That'll work.
The cattle panels? Okay. I can do that. I got a couple steel posts back there.
Yeah.
I can get Brent to drive those in for me. Here's Brent with the question.
Oh, boy. Catherine, here's your question. After a hard day in my country's outback, I like nothing better than a sweet chocolate biscuit called a Tim Tam. Where am I? Is it France, Chile, Australia, or Japan?
Outback would be Australia.
You would be correct. That's exactly where it is. And because you've answered correctly, we got a certificate or a little coupon here that'll get you a Blizzard treat, small Blizzard at Dairy Queen in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You can just drive right through the Dairy Queen and pick up that Blizzard just like you'll be able to at Brent's Gorge stand, Catherine.
Now, hold on. We need to visit about that.
Yeah, you better talk about that for a
Yes,
while.
I think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye. All right. Here's my good friend, my neighbor, my brother and son, and all in one, Brent Apperson with the Grocery Cart Specials.
All right. Here we go. A lot of these things, if you're planning the Super Bowl party for this weekend, a lot of things on sale from the grocery cart to kind of go in line with that. So here's what they got for you this week. The 10-pound tube of fresh 80% lean ground beef is $3.58 a pound this week. Boston butt pork roast, $1.88 a pound. Sirloin tip steak, $6.48 a pound. And St. Louis or baby back pork ribs, $3.48 a pound. The 2.5-pound bag of Best Choice all-natural boneless, skinless chicken breast tenderloins, $7.98. Fresh frozen 10-pound bag Best Buy bone-in chicken leg quarters are $6.98. Johnsonville cooked smoked brats or sausage, $3.98 for the package. Oscar Mayer sliced bacon, $4.98. Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables for the kids when they get home from school, $2.98. Armour Homestyle Meatballs, 2 packages for $6. And Farmland Pork Sausage, rolls or links, get 2 for $5. Dairy Squeeze Sour Cream, $2.48 for the squeeze bottle. Kraft Shredded Cheese, 2 packages for $5. Dean's Dips are on sale. The tubs are 2 for $4. Imperial Margarine Sticks, 16-ounce package, $1.28. Simply Potatoes or Hash Browns, 20-ounce packages, $2.68. Pillsbury Crescent Rolls, 2 for $6. Best Choice Cream Cheese, $1.78. And Crystal Farms Chunk Cheese, the package is $2.88 this week. Red Baron Pizza, $3.98 this week. Also, Latza Matza pizzas are on sale, 2 for $11. Bellatoria garlic bread, get 2 for $8. Lego My Eggo waffles or pancakes, $2.78 this week. And Totino's pizza rolls, the 24-ounce packages are $3.48. Kemp's ice cream is on sale. The 48-ounce tubs are $3.98. And ice is on sale. Get a 7-pound bag for just $1. Nabisco Ritz or snack crackers, $2.48 this week. Frito-Lay Tostitos and dairy dips, $3.98. Lay's potato chips, 2 packages for $5. Village Hearth slider buns are $2.88 for the package. Best Choice hamburger or hot dog buns, $1.98. Rotel's on sale. Get the cans for 98 cents this week. And Hormel chili with beans, 2 cans for $5. Produce section, lemons or limes, 68 cents each. 2-pound bag of Bolthouse baby cut carrots, 2 for $5. A pound package of fresh strawberries or a pint of blueberries, 2 for $6. Fresh green onions, 68 cents a bunch. Let's see, avocados are on sale for $1.78. Fresh Roma tomatoes are 98 cents a pound. 4-pound bag of navel oranges, $3.98. Bag of Dole shredded lettuce, get 2 for $3. Cosmic apples, Washington Premium, on sale for $1.28 a pound. And fresh jalapeno peppers in the produce department at 98 cents a pound. Other store-wide savings this week at the GK, Campbell's Chunky Soup. The cans are 3 for $5. Buffalo Wild Wings or Chick-fil-A sauce. Bottles are on sale, 2 for $7. Pompeian olive oil, 16-ounce bottle, $7.98. Betty Crocker cake or brownie mix in the box, $1.78. Let's see, some other things. Campbell's chicken noodle or tomato soup. The cans are on sale, 4 for $5. And Bush's Best Baked Beans, 2 cans for $5. Pace Picante sauce or salsa, 16-ounce jars are $2.28. Some of the specials in the deli department: you can get sliced-to-order Kretschmar ham off the bone for $7.98 a pound. Sliced-to-order Kretschmar Swiss cheese, $8.98 a pound. And those are just some of the specials you're going to find this week at the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Thanks, Brent. News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Get ready to pay more for avocados, tomatoes, cars, and maple syrup. President Trump is standing by 25% tariffs on Mexico and Canada that kick in at midnight. CBS's Kelly O'Grady.
The companies that are importing, they're going to pay the tax. It's not going to be Mexico or Canada. They're going to have to decide whether to pay that or pass that on to us.
The White House moving to end protections for some South Americans in the U.S. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
This could mean hundreds of thousands of Venezuelan migrants lose their legal status this spring. They were protected by designations that determined Venezuela was too dangerous for them to return.
Last night in Los Angeles, the Grammy Awards began on CBS with a tribute to the wildfire victims. Beyonce won Album of the Year for the first time ever for Cowboy Carter.
I hope we just keep pushing forward, opening doors.
She also won Country Album of the Year. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppables bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. With Downy Unstoppable, you just toss, wash, wow, for all-day freshness.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KNOP, troopers with the Nebraska State Patrol SWAT team arrested one person Sunday morning following a standoff in Hitchcock County. NSP received a request from the Hitchcock County Sheriff's Office regarding an investigation in Scranton at 5:15 p.m. on Saturday. According to NSP, the Sheriff's Office had responded to a report of a domestic disturbance in which a suspect had threatened a member of a family with a handgun. One person was able to exit the residence, and deputies determined that the subject was alone in the home in the 800 block of Hamilton Street in Stanton. The NSP SWAT team was called, along with the NSP crisis negotiators and drone operators. Numerous attempts were made to communicate with the subject, but he did not respond. Troopers used drone and robot technology as well as an NSP service dog to determine the subject's location inside the home. Around 3 a.m., troopers made entry into the home and located the subject hiding in the basement. He was taken into custody without incident. According to NSP, 38-year-old Keenan Jorscom was arrested for making terroristic threats, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, and third-degree assault. He was lodged in Lincoln County Jail. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Rory McIlroy won by 2 strokes at Pebble Beach after a final round 66 on Sunday. Shane Lowry finished second. McIlroy earned $3.6 million. The Raiders' new offensive coordinator reportedly will be Chip Kelly. He was the OC for Ohio State this past season. The NFC won the Pro Bowl. Former MLB commissioner Fay Vincent passed away. He was 86 years old. Pitcher Jack Flaherty is signing with Detroit. Chase Elliott won NASCAR's Clash, the annual exhibition. It was in North Carolina Carolina. Ryan Blaney finished second. The Sacramento Kings traded De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. Zach LaVine winds up with the Kings. In the NBA, Boston was down 26 late in the third quarter and still won at Philadelphia, 118-110. Memphis won at Milwaukee in the late game, 132-119, despite 30 points from Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Cleveland's record is 40-9 after whipping Dallas, 144-101.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 33. Winds out of the north, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Lows level off around 12. Tonight, cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 29. Tomorrow, cloudy skies expected. Cloudy skies expected. Wednesday, decreasing clouds by Thursday. Highs in the upper 30s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than preparing for retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, I agree, and I'd like to help. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Janet Lawhorn.
Together, we can give your long-term retirement strategy the attention it deserves. Stop by our office on the north side of the square in Broken Bow or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Let's go outside and see what it really feels like with Jack Simpson. Jack?
20 degrees outside. It's a little bit chilly this morning with mostly sunny skies. The winds are the big factor. It's 15 to 20 out of the north right now. Barometric pressure at 29.94 with humidity at 76%. No rain or snow in the last 24 hours and no measurable precipitation for this month. High yesterday of 62, overnight low of 21. Sunrise today was at 7:48 and sunset today 5:58.
All right, Jack, thank you so much. Any signs of that owl out there?
I did actually see it Saturday morning.
All right.
I didn't hear it, but I saw it.
You saw him. He wasn't hooting?
Nope. Yeah, I was pulling in and he was up on our roof, and as I pulled in, he flew off.
Well, you know, they don't like people that much, Jack. But
yeah.
Keep looking. Maybe you guys will make friends. You come out here early in the morning. He's going to be here for you.
That sounds good.
All right, Jack. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
I could see Jack making friends with a hoot owl.
Yeah. I hope he just doesn't, stand out there and try to communicate with it, start howling at it, or howling. I mean, hooting. Yeah, at the owl. That would look kind of interesting.
Yeah, we don't need people to think we're a little weird out here.
Yeah, no, we don't want that.
We'll be back with our first guest in the studio right after this.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Leanna and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall. Now all you got to do is call, and I'll be there, yeah. You've got a friend.
Sometimes life changes just like the seasons. Do you have the right accounts for where you're at in life? Call or stop by any NSB branch in Broken Bow, Myrna, or Callaway, and they'll be there. Nebraska State Bank, member FDIC.
got a friend.
11 past the hour. Good to have you folks along. And it's good to have guests in the studio as well. And Colleen is here this morning on behalf of the Broken Bow Rotary. Colleen, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Well, not too bad. Not too bad. Sorry you had to put up with us on a Monday.
It was more remembering to come and be here. Like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mondays are difficult to kind of get started on, aren't they? Yeah.
Yes,
And
especially when I was going out of town most of the weekend. So.
Yeah. And I know you're busy with your work and all the other things you guys have going with your business and so forth. So thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Rotary is I think one of those things that if we let it runs under the radar a little bit too much. There's always some things going on that are good things for the community that your group is doing, and I'm glad that you're taking time to come out and highlight some of those things that have happened and things that you look forward to happening. So jump right in. What have you been up to?
Well, recently, one of the things that we've been doing has been to elect all new officers for the coming year.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff. Some of the ones that we have is I'm the newly elected president.
Oh, hold on just a moment then. I want to play a little sound effect to go along with that. Hey.
And some other ones, Kyle Kellum is the president-elect, so he'll be the president after myself.
Okay.
And then Tina has volunteered, your own Tina, has volunteered to be the president the year after that.
Well, fantastic.
So you've, and of course, Deb is our membership chair. Mm-hmm. And we have Trish is still our secretary, and Phil's our polio chair. He's been in here several times to talk to people.
Right. Well, it's nice to have presidents ahead that far, isn't it?
It is. Usually we do not have it that far ahead. So,
yeah,
we want to thank everyone for volunteering to take on that challenge.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned before we went on the air that, of course, Deb is she's all about Rotary. I mean, she loves what it does and the involvement in different things. But Rotary does things not only here but all over the world, and she's just back from a trip, maybe just flew in yesterday.
Yeah, she got back yesterday from Zimbabwe as one of our projects that we've been doing. We've done the Girls Empowerment Project in Zimbabwe, and she was there visiting some of the locations and talking to them. We are talking about a next phase where we would possibly help with putting some bathrooms inside the schools and digging some wells and stuff like that.
Wow, and it was when we first started hearing about this, that getting one well was a really huge accomplishment.
Yes.
Now they're talking about putting some bathrooms in. That's great.
It would be great. It's a very ambitious project and stuff. Possibly looking at a international grant and stuff like that to do that, but she will be the one to tell you more about what's going on. I would, talking about Deb, she's going to be doing a presentation on the 19th to the Rotary Club about her trip to Zimbabwe. So we'd invite anyone and everyone that wants to come hear her speak.
Yeah, that's this February 19th.
February 19th, yes.
Okay. And it's still up at the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. And still lunch with that?
You can get lunch.
You can get lunch while you're there.
Yeah, at the hospital and stuff. So, yeah, I think we're all looking forward to hearing. We've heard bits and pieces from her and stuff like that, but it's going to be very interesting. She usually has slides or a whole presentation on it on her computer and stuff with a lot of the pictures and things.
Sure.
So.
And she's a former journalist, so pictures are part of what she does.
So yeah, she loves. Her camera is one of her main things that she makes sure she has packed with her.
Exactly. Yeah.
And stuff like that. So yeah, she's there. On this coming Wednesday, we're going to go to the Custer County Museum since the Iron Lung is now there and it actually belongs to the Rotary Club, the Iron Lung does or whatever. So we thought we'd go down there, and then we'll hear some more on the history, because several of us know some, but not all, especially the history of how it is in Broken Bow in this area and stuff like
County.
that.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of stories around polio and the cure and fighting it and enduring it when it was happening, and a lot of local stories are pretty inspiring here.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
I've heard some from some of the Rotarians that I know, and you just never think about all that people went through and stuff like that. So that's some of the items that we have going on. We are also involved in the inclusive playground, and we'll be working. Deb's been very active with them, and we've been since she was gone, I've been taking over and working with them this past month and stuff like that. So we'll be involved there.
And they've made some real headway, but they have a ways to go, I think. So we need to kind of not let this get away, right?
Right. Their pancake feed is, can't even remember what day it is, and I should know.
Coming up?
It is coming up.
Okay.
Yes, it's the 22nd is their pancake feed and their silent auction. They've got quite a few different gifts already lined up for the silent auction. So if you don't like pancakes, just come and bid on a lot of the items that are there. Otherwise, come and enjoy pancakes from 9 to noon at the municipal building.
And that's what date again?
The 22nd.
Okay, February 22nd. All right. The municipal building.
Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few different things on there. We've got a junior golf membership. We've got a training or a lesson with Molly Custer for a young person.
Wow.
Those are some of, and there's all different kinds of gift baskets. There's a pickleball set that between the hospital and the Rotary are sponsoring. Deb's got several different things that she's bringing back from Zimbabwe.
Wow.
That she's going to put on the auction. So they'll be there. There's a photography mini session, just all kinds of things.
Nice variety of things.
There will be a nice variety, yes. And they're still accepting gifts. You can bring them down to the foundation or give them a call and everything. So that's all coming up as well.
All right, and we did mention to you off the air, and we talked about it the other day on the air. We're having a gourd stand this summer, Gourds for Good. Location yet to be determined, although I think we have a good idea where it might end up. But anyway, we would like all the proceeds from our gourd sales to go to the playground.
Oh, that would be great.
Okay. Now we might have some left afterwards that could be put into next year's auction and fundraiser too, because
if they're still good by then.
I think they will be. Like especially the birdhouse ones, where they're hollowed out.
Yeah.
So count us in. We're going to raise some money for the playground effort.
Yeah, they are also offering sponsorships if people want to sponsor a particular piece of equipment. They have some of those available.
Okay.
I know the Rotary's planning on doing a full one or a partial one.
Yeah. Now that you've been involved in this a little bit, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but the playground equipment is so that any child can enjoy the playground equipment.
Right.
But also, I think maybe all kids can use it, right?
Oh, yeah, all kids can use it. There's going to be special parts that those that are in wheelchairs or handicapped and stuff like that can access and enjoy a playground as well, because right now they can't.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that when I was at this last meeting, some of the kids, 4th grade girls, came and they were talking about all the problems that our current playground has. This is broken. This is rusted out. This is, just various things that need to be repaired and stuff like that. And I didn't realize that a lot of times the playgrounds are only meant for 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, a lot of us don't realize that.
So you think about them being there for 20, 25 years at least, but they're not. And this one's about 12 years old, our current ones.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be working with both one for the kindergarten preschool area as well as the main school area. They would like to do some things for both,
Yeah. Well, it doesn't really, it just makes sense to have something where if you have somebody that has a physical challenge that they're working on, how much good it would do to be able to play with the other kids on the same equipment at the same time. I think that would be a real boost.
Yeah, because most of them just, if they go out to the playground, they're just watching everybody else. That's hard on a kid.
That is. That's not fair.
No, it's not.
we got to make it fair, Colleen.
Yeah, so. But there are parts that are more just for the
sure.
for the those that can climb and stuff like that. But yeah, this will be so that everyone can use the playground.
They can be on it.
They can be on it.
All right. Good cause.
Good. Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah. So.
All right. So Rotary's full steam ahead.
Oh yeah. We've got all kinds of things planned in the coming months. This last meeting, Kyle talked to us about the hospital and their plans, or their kind of direction that they're going in the future and stuff like that. We are going to be hearing from on Jess McCaslin on mental health. Deb, like I said, is coming up. We are going to be also working with having presentations from Tim McCaslin. Some of our members are going to be presenting on their businesses and stuff like that. Trish McCarron's going to be presenting. We have our annual training that's going to be coming up for presidents and president-elects and stuff like that. That's coming up in March in Colorado, so we'll be going to that as well.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate what you are doing and taking the time to be president-elect and presidents and all those sorts of things. And Lord knows there's a lot of different boards and different organizations out there. This one's an important one, so we're glad that you guys are doing what you're doing.
Yeah, our motto, we want to serve others. That is what we like to do. So we like to get involved and do things to help in our community and around the world.
Yeah, well said. Any questions, Brent?
I don't think so. I guess the one I would have, Colleen, if someone is interested in becoming a Rotary member, I know you're always looking for new members.
Oh, yes.
Reach out to a Rotary member, just show up to one of your meetings. One of the best ways to go about it.
Yes, if you show up to one of the meetings and you kind of see, what we talk about, what do we stand for? Like I said, service above self is our motto. So we, but yeah, reach out to anyone that is in Rotary, and we'll gladly give you information and stuff like that. Yes, we're always looking for new people to join.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. Here's the Lake Street Dive right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on a Monday. Lake Street Dive, making do here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. It's always good to have you folks along with us here on the show. Wouldn't be any fun at all if you weren't listening. And I don't know how it works for Brent. I don't get out as much as I used to, but when I do, it's always such a good feeling to have people come up and say, hey, listen to you guys the other day. What the heck were you thinking? Enjoy the show. I mean, whatever the comments are, it's just always nice to know that people listen to the radio, listen to the show. And I think one of the things that still amazes a lot of people, especially those of us in radio, that the radio has endured all the technology and all the advancements out there very, very well, and it's still the most listened to device out there as far as constant hours of listenership. And I think a lot of that has to do with automobile travel. And if you go to the cities and you think about all those radios and all of those cars, and they're stuck in traffic, or even here where you're traveling from one of our small communities into Broken Bow to come to work and you have the radio on, it's so portable. And now with all the technology, allows you to have it on your phone, and on a lot of the cars now you can pull it up on internet and listen no matter where you are. Mm-hmm. So technology has actually boosted the reach of radio rather than decreased it. That's fun. That's fun to be a part of. It really is. And then you've got your sports coverage you were just talking about, and all the different people who watch and or listen to our coverage here, and it just continues to grow and grow and grow. And I'm sure you get a lot of comments from people when you're out about the sports coverage that is provided through this radio station and KBBN, KCNI, serving since 1949. So it's pretty cool. All right. Let's take a break. When we come back, I'd like to talk more gourds.
Oh, boy. Okay.
Location.
Let's
see here. Steve, good morning. Juan, good morning, guys. Thanks a lot so much for saying hi to us here on The Breakfast Show. We'll be right back after these words.
Waking up Central Nebraska.
They are so funny.
KCNI, KBBN.
KCNI and KBBN Radio are excited to announce the Love Local promotion, encouraging support of our amazing local businesses. Each weekday, we'll give away a $25 gift card during the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show, all the way into March. This is a fantastic opportunity for you to discover or reconnect with local businesses with some money in your pocket to spend with them. Tune in daily for your chance to win and support the business that makes our community thrive.
Napa know-how.
No matter what you drive, you need to depend on it, and that all depends on good maintenance. Good thing WinQuest Napa Filter Sale is February 3rd through the 15th. Stop in and stock up on quality Napa filters and take care of the ride that takes care of you. Whether you drive a tractor or a pickup, a semi or a two-door spec, grab your list and come to WinQuest Napa Filter Sale February 3rd through the 15th. WinQuest Incorporated, celebrating 100 years of family-owned business. East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Way to go, WinQuest. 100 years. Family-owned independent store. Man. So we have our Love Local promotion going, and in a moment, Brent Apperson is going to tell you about our featured business today. Listen carefully, because this will allow you to know how to answer the question later for you to have a chance to win that $25 gift card. Also, we want to talk a little bit about the Chamber of Commerce. Now, they have their Love Local promotion underway as well, started on January 20th and will run through February 12th. And if you're out shopping and you find Cupid while shopping, you can receive entry into the Chamber's drawing, which will be for a lot of great packages, a lot of different prizes and so forth that will be given away. And I think we're going to probably do a breakfast show when they do those drawings and announce the winners. So
yep.
That'll be coming up after February 12th. Now, the businesses that are participating with the Cash Out with Cupid promotion include Broken Bow Floral and Plant Studio, Mission Avenue Thrift, Geared for Sports, Axe Kickers LLC, the Garden Center, Reflection Salon and Spa, Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique, the Nebraska Pasture Door, the Quilting Shack, Grocery Cart here in Broken Bow, Clips and Curls, Lily Kate Boutique, and Ollie's Coffee and Boutique are the businesses where you can shop and hopefully find the Cupid. And if you find Cupid, that doubles your chances in the drawing, by the way. And there's other prizes along with this that the Chamber has worked up. So get out and shop local.
Absolutely.
Now, we mentioned Lily Kate Boutique. You have more information about them because they're also a part of our local promotion, shopping local promotion.
Later in the show, we're going to give you a chance to call in and win a $25 gift card to Lily Kate Boutique. They are our sponsor of the Love Local giveaway for today. If you're looking for some fun Valentine gifts or even some fun Valentine's Day apparel, make sure you check out their new Valentine's Day collection at Lily Kate Boutique, downtown Broken Bow. They have all the red and pink you need to dress for the season. They've got fun kids gift ideas too, like color change Valentine's squeeze hearts, pens, lip gloss, hairbrushes, fidget spinners, hair accessories, and jewelry. And they even have some fun new dog treats as well. So let your four-legged friends know that you love them on Valentine's Day. Lily Kate Boutique is also a Chamber Love Local participant, as Dave mentioned, so stop and get entries for the grand prize to be given away on February the 14th.
Did you say they have dog treats?
That's what it says.
They added dog treats?
Yep, have some fun new dog treats, so don't forget your four-legged friends.
That's right.
On Valentine's
That's right.
Day.
Well, I don't know how many people in this part of the country watch or care about the Grammys, but they were held yesterday evening.
Didn't even know.
I knew by one of the promos that run yesterday morning while we were watching a Sunday morning show, but certainly wasn't on the list of things to do last night. That doesn't mean there's people out there who don't care. I just don't know any of the people anymore that...
any of the musical artists? Yeah, I gotcha.
Let's face it, out of 94 awards, there's about 4 of them that if people care, that's the ones they really care about. And those are referred to as the Big Four. So here they are. Album of the Year and Song of the Year both went to Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us, his song about his beef with Drake. Does that mean anything to you?
No, but Kendrick Lamar will be the halftime entertainment at the Super Bowl this weekend.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Now they'll probably announce him as Grammy Award winner.
Yes, they will. Record of the Year was a nail-biter, and this one, I guess, leave it as nail-biter. I don't know if it's controversial, but nail-biter. Record of the Year went to Beyonce for Cowboy Carter, defeating Taylor Swift's Tortured Poets Department.
Oh.
So 2 of the top ones competing, almost dead heat, but...
Beyonce was a winner.
Yeah, Taylor probably...
Now, see, I've heard of them. I've heard of Beyonce.
Yeah,
I've heard of
that's
Taylor
true. That's
Swift.
true. Well, it's hard not to if you watch Kansas City football.
Yeah, that's true.
As expected, the best new artist went to Chappell Roan after she headlined in Lollapalooza, and her song Good Luck Babe was streamed over 1 billion times.
Wow.
1 billion. Wow.
Great. Don't know if I know that artist, but that's
either.
Wonderful.
That's great. So those are your Big Four. Now, this one was a little controversial.
Oh?
And I happen to agree with it. And I want to lay it out to you and the listeners and see what you think, you and the listeners think. The Beatles Grammy win divided the internet. The Beatles won a Best Rock Performance Grammy for their song Now and Then, which was released this past year.
Yeah, that was, now you know more about this than I do, but that was the song that got put together from clips of past demos or whatever, right? And it came together and was released as a new Beatles song.
Yeah, they used AI and separated John Lennon's vocals from the piano in the demo. Then the surviving Beatles, Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, finished the track. But the fans were not having it. They posted stuff like, Green Day robbed by AI. Nobody is like, gee, I wish the Beatles would get more recognition. And there was support from Beatles fans, too, after 55 years with the Win, a testament to them being the greatest. So you have those two different trains of thought.
Mm-hmm.
I was excited to hear the song put together with Lennon's voice and how they created it and what it sounded like. And I think the first day we played it here on the Breakfast Show, I think honestly, both you and I were kind of scratching our head going, that just really didn't feel that authentic to us, and we would have preferred that, you know, we just didn't try to do those sorts of things. Sometimes things, when they're over. Now, like when you had Hank Jr. and Hank Sr. using technology to put together a song, for some reason that seemed to work. But I would agree with the people on the one side of the internet here is that, well, it was okay for them to do it. Should it win a Grammy? I don't know. I didn't think it was that great of a sound. It was great to hear something, quote, as they said, new from the Beatles, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
So, but yeah, that was the controversial one. And then of course there's a Grammy artist making political statements and different things. That always comes with Hollywood.
Oh yes.
So
yeah,
I don't need to go into that. I don't even know who all did it and what they said, but usually happens.
Yeah, AI is coming more into music.
Yeah.
Randy Travis, I saw, through artificial intelligence, has released another country song. He did it with a song called Where I Come From, I think was the name of it. And I believe that they're releasing another one that is through AI technology because, of course, Randy had, unfortunately, a stroke a while back, which he can't sing now, but through artificial intelligence, they've kind of brought his voice back. And so, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that moves forward and how it's treated in the award world.
Yeah.
Like you said, I don't know if you're going to use AI. Now, being a big Randy Travis fan, I've enjoyed kind of hearing that voice again.
Right.
But should it be up for an award if it was through the use of AI? I don't know. It's
no, either.
Be interesting, and I'm sure we'll see a lot more of that.
Yeah.
Kind of debated about moving forward.
Yeah, the difference there, I think, you know, Randy Travis can be on stage, and he has been out on tour. So
I got you
he's
there.
actually there, and they're just using it to enhance and bring back what he had before. So that's a little bit different. But yeah, I still don't know whether you would get an award for that. I know a young lady that should get an award.
Yeah, and who would that be?
Mackenzie.
Yay.
Hi, Mackenzie.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Thanks. Fine. We're good. We're just talking about awards and AI, and we're digging in deep this
Heck
morning.
yeah.
Wow. Almost giving me a headache. So let's talk about the economic development.
Mm-hmm.
So you're here today representing?
Yep.
Yep.
Flying solo today, so yeah.
All right. So how's the family? Let's start there. I know you had some illness going
Rough
around.
holidays, yep. My husband thought he wanted to have his appendix taken out over the holidays, so after 4 nights in the hospital a couple different times, he's good, he's back to work, so I think we're going to make it.
That's great.
And the little one's doing well?
Yep, she'll be 11 months this week,
Wow.
so big number 1 next month, which is crazy.
Yeah, it goes by quick.
It does, yeah. Yep.
Custer County Economic Development Corporation working hard going into 2025. Now, usually when you show up, it's the monthly meeting, but that's not the case
No.
this time around.
Yeah, I came early this month, I guess.
That's all right. That's good.
Maybe you'll get me 2 times.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great. Well, let's start where you do most of your work and kind of update us on what you've been doing, because I know you kind of try to have 2 pistons going at the same time. So what's happening with your efforts?
Yep. I've talked a lot about the Grow Nebraska, the small business grants that we've been working on. So earlier in January, the Pleasure Lanes was awarded as an existing business, so they were awarded $12,500. So that was exciting. That was the first win that we had there. And then I had mentioned before that portal it closed in the fall because of the overload of applications. So it's set to open March 17th on St. Patrick's Day. So it'll open, and then they told me like the first 60 applicants that go through, they'll shut it down again just so they don't get overwhelmed. So that's been fun. There's, of course, a little more paperwork on the backside before they get those funds. So they said it could take 60 to 90 days, but that's exciting for them. They want to update their lighting system there and get new bowling shoes, stuff like that. So yeah. And then, of course, the daycare. Here a week and a half ago, we walked through Precious Angels, the expansion at the church, and there's a lot of fun things to see that they have done there. Here a few months ago, I met with Sarah there, and I had never been in the church, so I didn't really know what to expect. But just to see, from what they had done then till now, like, it really is just completely different. And I know Mary, her husband, he didn't want anyone to see it, till it was done, because it's just kind of a demo zone right now. But just to see the progress, it's really exciting. And I mean, they expect here in a couple months to hopefully be close to being done. So yeah.
And I walked by there this weekend, and I heard some hammers and things going and saws working inside there on it was a Saturday or Sunday, I don't remember, Saturday I think. And I thought, well, we know the Shaw family and enough to know that Dan's going to be working there whenever he can. So I'm sure, knowing him, he wanted to have it all bright, shiny, and done. But it is good to see the progress. And there was a lot to do.
There was a lot to do.
Yeah, and still some things need to be done.
Yep, correct. But it's really just fun to see, the vision that they have, like where they're going to put all the different ages of kids. And there's some rooms upstairs that they want to kind of be like a themed room, So that'll be kind of fun to see, just to move the kids to different rooms versus, bring all the toys into one room. So I think that's a good change up for kids too. So, yeah.
Well, there's always... change always brings good things, and then things that I won't say are bad or sad, but Joan ran into Mary at the grocery store this weekend, or Thursday, I guess it was, and we're talking about the progress being made there. And I know both Brent and I, and we live right there at where their current location is. We're going to miss, aren't we, Brent?
Yes.
Watching those families bring their kids in and picking them up. They come in at like 5:30 in the morning, and I don't know how late they pick them up. But we kind of enjoy that, watching that process. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it's interesting. Someone asked me, well, it was over the weekend, said, boy, I bet you'll enjoy not having so much traffic. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna miss the kids, especially in the summertime when they're outside. They'd bring out the little plastic pools, and the kids would be wading in the water. They'd be riding their trikes up and down the driveway and everything. So happy for the expansion, but for our area, yes, I think we're gonna miss the kids, because when you see kids outside, and it'll be the same way at this facility, when you see kids, it brings a smile to your face. It just does.
Well, you hear them playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. But it is a good thing.
Yep.
We're just
very good thing.
We're just going to kind of miss the activity, and or sometimes they'll take the kids out for a walk, and they'll come by the house and holding hands in a line, just kind of melt you.
Yeah,
it's kind of fun, but it's a good thing, and it's something that warms the heart, because they're going to have more room to play and have more fun than ever before, and they'll be able to help more families be able to work, and that's where the economic side of it comes in.
Yep, correct. Yeah, they currently, have about 85 kids, they said, and they're hoping, that they can have up to 150. So that's exciting. And then assuming they fill that enrollment, it'll open additional jobs for adults as well. So, a lot of opportunities there.
All right. I know you're excited about that. It's kind of in your arena.
Yes.
So anything else on your end, what you're up to?
This weekend on Saturday, we have the Sandhills Journey National Scenic Byway, their annual meeting. So that's at the One Box Convention Center here in Broken Bow. It starts at 1 with their business meeting, and then they have entertainment throughout the afternoon, and then dinner and or social hour and dinner at night. So Scotty and I have kind of been on on those board meetings here since I've started, and that's been fun getting to know that group that does that, because it's, like most boards, all volunteer, but they do a lot. So
they do a lot.
Yeah.
It's so important to welcome people when they come through, whether it be through the Sandhills group or just merchants and so forth, for them to say, that's a nice place. I'd like to come back and stop and spend some time. That's a big deal.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's going on. And then in a little ways out, but June, the bike ride across Nebraska has chosen Broken Bow as a host city to stop in. So we're working on the dynamics of that. So that'll be exciting too. I think they come through Callaway as well, and then they'll actually stay the night here. So that'll be a good opportunity for our area to represent Custer County as well. So that's exciting.
Yeah. I think Ken Pitkin was at the last meeting and mentioned that they had hosted him. And they've been hosted here before, I don't know how many years ago. And there's several different organizations that go on bike runs, but this one's it's a big one. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah, like 600 riders, I think they say they've had, plus or minus in the past, so to expect. So that's exciting.
And all the people that come along with them for support and all of that.
Yeah.
If we went on that, Brent, I'd at least speak for myself, they would have to have an ambulance follow.
Yeah.
I'm sure they do. I bet they do.
Yeah, I think they do. They make sure that there's medical assistance if needed. And but yeah, I think I'd be okay on the flat ground. It's when they start going through the hills, you would lose me. So.
I agree. And I could run, not that I could run hills, but I'd rather run hills than bike hills. Why is it that biking a hill, just terrible? It's hard.
It is hard. I think one thing, when you're running, you can just stop for a moment.
That's true. Whereas a bike, you can't.
Bike, you feel like you got to keep going. I don't know. But
that is true.
It'd be great to have that many people here and up and down the roadways. So that's coming up this summer, and all the festivals aren't that far off again, and it'll all start over again, won't it?
Yeah, I'm very excited to get to February. I feel like we're one step closer, to get to warmer weather. And unfortunately, the groundhog let us down yesterday, though. Is that right?
That was our next subject, yes. He says he saw a shadow, so we're going to do 6 more weeks. But
oh, well.
If this winter stays the way it's been here, we can take 6 more weeks.
Right, yeah.
I actually wish we would get a little traditional winter weather. Not a blizzard, but
just a little.
Yeah.
Yep.
A little snow.
Yep.
So I know the other, a couple of other things, health center and housing. Have any updates or what's going on there?
Yeah, the Eagle Crest subdivision, that's going as it should, even though it hasn't been bad weather per se, but they'll wait a couple months or so, a month to pour the pavement. So that's, I think, what we're most excited for, just to see the street so you can see the layout, kind of see what it's going to look like. It's hard to envision 31 lots and where they go right now. So that's happening as far as housing. What was your other question then?
I think there's a lot of talk about
the
health center.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, the health center, that committee is kind of regrouping again too. Top secret information, nothing to share quite yet with that one.
We
but
understand. But of course you'll break it on the breakfast show. I know you will.
Yeah, of course. You'll be the first to know. So yeah, there's more talk about that and potential, sites, what that looks like. So yeah, there's always things in the works. So it's just got to get through the surface layer of things before you bring it to the public, just so more specifics and we have more questions. Things to share.
Answer some questions.
Yes,
that people
exactly.
have.
Yeah.
I think also you are out. You plan to go out and visit with some different businesses and reach out a little bit this year. But the membership drive is underway. Dues coming in, that sort of thing.
Yep. Nope. We will be able to fund another year so far. So no, and the dues, they're coming in as they should, and we're always looking for new members and stuff. And I think even for me, the learning process of what we do is something, I've been learning the whole time. It's not really so much of what we can do for a specific business as, the whole picture of what EDC does. So, yeah, we're making a list of new businesses or potential members, and then as well as existing, as, the market sometimes is hard on these smaller retail businesses. So just seeing what we can do to help their businesses and then learn about the growth of what's going on too. So, yeah.
And I know sometimes when there's people out there who are thinking about buying a business or starting a business, sometimes you have some assistance available to get them to the right place. You need to have a business plan and some certain steps you have to do. I think you can help with that as well.
Financials and stuff. Yeah, correct. And that is a lot. We usually know where to connect them.
You're right.
So, we can help with assisting a lot of that too, the business plans too, but we generally know the right resource to connect them to. So, yeah.
All right.
But
any questions, Brent?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah.
That's all I know, I guess.
Well, that's plenty.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm glad your husband's feeling better. Get ready for that birthday party.
That's right. Thank you.
All right, Custer County Economic Development Corporation, our guest this morning, Mackenzie, with us, and hopefully she'll be back again real soon as we go through the month of February. We'll take a time out with these words here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
At Burning Bank, we believe in the power of community. When you shop locally, you're not just buying products, you're supporting your neighbors, boosting local businesses, and helping our community grow. Every purchase you make keeps the heart of our town beat stronger. Burning Bank has been part of the Broken Bow community for 20 years, and we take pride in assisting our customers and communities to build, grow, and thrive. With our easy-to-use banking services, we make it simple to spend smart, save big, and invest in the places that matter most, right here at home. This year, choose local, shop small. Together, let's continue to build a strong and vibrant community. Build, grow, thrive. Burning Bank, member FDIC.
Looking for a great way to relax and enhance your morning, midday, or evening shower? Barney Pharmacy has a great variety of Old Town Soap Company aromatherapy shower bombs. Just place them on the floor of your shower and let them fizz, releasing aromatic essential oils into the steamy air. More than a dozen scents and oil combos are available, from calming and seasonal defense to stay alert and uplifting. Shower bombs at Barney Pharmacy in Broken Bow.
Justin Trudeau, they're expected to speak again later in the day, with 25% tariffs expected to kick in on Canadian and Mexican imports at midnight. CBS's Naomi Ruckham.
The tariffs threaten to undermine economic growth and could restart the inflation issue here in the U.S. U.S. stock futures here are slumping.
Dow's just opened down 556 points. Some workers at the federal agency in charge of handing out U.S. aid were told to stay home today. The president says
it's been run by a bunch of radical lunatics, and we're getting them out.
Crews will begin lifting pieces of an American Airlines jet out of the Potomac River after the deadly collision with an Army helicopter last week. Colonel Francis Pira at the Army Corps of Engineers.
Our goal is to really lift as much as we can, given the fact that we are also accounting for the human remains component.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
I've just been feeling so sluggish lately. You should try the Metamucil 2-Week Challenge. The Metamucil 2-Week Challenge? Yeah, Metamucil 4-in-1 Fiber helps trap and remove the waste that weighs you down. Start your daily routine now, and in 2 weeks, you could be feeling great. Well, it's been 2 weeks. How you feeling? Lighter and feeling great.
If you want to feel lighter by promoting digestive health, sign up to take the 2-week challenge at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Bombas makes the most comfortable socks, underwear, and T-shirts.
Warning, Bombas are so absurdly comfortable you may throw out all your other clothes.
Sorry, do we legally have to say that?
No, this is just how I talk, and I really love my Bombas.
They do feel that good. And they do good, too. One item purchased equals one item donated.
To feel good and do good, go to bombas.com/radio and use code radio for 20% off your first purchase. That's BOMBAS.com/radio and use code radio at checkout.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
Rory McIlroy won by 2 strokes at Pebble Beach after a final round 66 on Sunday. Shane Lowry finished second. McIlroy earned $3.6 million. The Raiders' new offensive coordinator reportedly will be Chip Kelly. He was the OC for Ohio State this past season. The NFC won the Pro Bowl. Former MLB commissioner Fay Vincent passed away. He was 86 years old. Pitcher Jack Flaherty is signing with Detroit. Chase Elliott won NASCAR's Clash, the annual exhibition. It was in North Carolina. Ryan Blaney finished second. The Sacramento Kings traded De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs. Zach LaVine winds up with the Kings. In the NBA, Boston was down 26 late in the third quarter and still won at Philadelphia 118-110. Memphis won at Milwaukee in the late game 132-119 despite 30 points from Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Cleveland's record is 40-9 after whipping Dallas 144-101.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 33. Winds out of the north, 15 to 20 miles per hour. Lows level off around 12. Tonight, cloudy skies expected. Daytime highs approaching 29. Tomorrow, cloudy skies expected. Cloudy skies expected Wednesday, decreasing clouds by Thursday. Highs in the upper 30s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
BD is made for today, tomorrow, and for what's needed next. They're advancing the world of health as one of the largest global medical technology companies in the world, supporting the heroes on the front lines of healthcare. BD, with locations in Broken Bow and across the world.
Currently 21 under a sunny sky here at Broken Bow. Winds out of the north, 15 to 25, so it does not feel even 21 degrees out there. Brent and Dave with you here on The Breakfast Show. Again, thanks to Mackenzie for coming in for the Custer County Economic Development Corporation. Her and Scotty are doing a great job with that organization, working hard to make things grow here where we live. Appreciate that. Apologies, I've hit the wrong button twice this morning, played a commercial during a song. There's a little button in the middle of the mouse here that many of you probably use. This one will play whatever you're highlighted on if you push that button, and it just shows up in this little window up in the corner. So I played the news. I guess it was the news when I didn't mean to, and also an ad during a song. My apologies.
It's all right.
No,
it just reminds people we're live. This is live radio.
We are live. I guess we left off before Mackenzie dropped by, or she brought it up. The groundhog tells us we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. You saw his shadow, which means bad news for spring lovers.
I don't know. Well, It kind of seems fitting. Especially after last week, we're still waiting for winter.
Yeah.
In some ways.
Kidding.
So I guess it makes sense. We still have 6 weeks of extra time for winter to arrive, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either. I was talking with a relative yesterday. He likes hunting geese and ducks.
Mm-hmm.
Lives down in the Kearney area. Has a friend who has a blind on the river, has access to some very good, hunting of the birds down there, the ducks and geese. Said there's nothing going on. The flight patterns right now are totally different, and they're not coming in like they'd be coming in December and January usually and hitting open water. And he says they're getting some ducks, but they have not got one goose.
Really?
Not off of their hunting spot. And he says that they usually do really, really well, but they're just not. The flight pattern's just different.
Yeah.
And we saw a lot of migratory birds kind of going the wrong way earlier this year. I don't think they know what the season is either.
Yeah.
And when you have lilac bushes earlier this winter blooming in the beginning of winter, it's kind of worrisome. It's strange, but the birds are even messed up.
Yeah. Well, after this past week and the temperatures that we had, even through the weekend, walked out this morning and got hit by those north winds, and it was kind of a shock to my system a little bit this morning.
It really was. I went out and hadn't even had to start the car before I come to work for a while, and then this morning I went out there and warmed it up a little bit, which is really kind of dumb when you think about it.
How's that?
Well, it's only a 4-minute drive or 3-minute drive from our neighborhood to here.
Yeah.
But yet I go out and start the car and burn gas so the seat will be warm when I get in it.
Well, that's okay. We came back Saturday night from the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference basketball tournament, and I looked at my phone. We're pulling into the driveway, and all of a sudden, I won't mention whose vehicle it was, but it wasn't mine, wasn't Larry's, wasn't Jeremy's. But a vehicle just starts up before we even park and get out of the vehicle. And I looked at my phone, the temperature's 45 degrees. And one of the people that went with us was already warming up his car when it was 45 degrees outside. I'm like, what?
I think that very person you're talking about got in yours truly's vehicle to go to the Custer Foundation last week. He goes, "Oh, man, I wish would have took my car. It was already warmed up. Your seat's cold."
Yeah. And he's the youngest member of the staff.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to mention the name.
No, we won't say who it is. It's not just him. We're all spoiled.
Yes, we all do it. But I was just laughing because it was still 45 degrees. But because it's January, you just think, oh, well, start my car and warm it up.
Well, now, knowing this person as we do, there's also another reason for that, possibly.
Okay.
The health of the engine.
Oh.
It is good to warm up your motor at least a little bit before you just drive it off.
Sure.
When it's cold. But then again, you're right. It's only 45.
Yes, that's correct.
Wait a minute. There's someone coming to the door.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Oh, here comes Jeremy. I can't wait to hear this.
You guys are talking about two different people.
What?
You're talking about two different people.
Two different
what do you mean?
people?
Yeah.
Okay, sit down here for a moment. We got to get this worked out.
Oh, you mean you mean the person that took Dave's car is a different person than who I'm talking about.
Dave and I went to the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't warm up my car when we got back from MNAC. That was Jack, right?
Yes. Yeah, that's who I was
talking about me.
Oh, Dave was talking about you. No, I was talking because I said he's the youngest member of our staff.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
I thought you said the tallest.
I appreciate you still thinking I'm the youngest member of the staff, Dave. That's nice.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
No, I was talking about Jack because Jack has, Jack's got remote start. I've got remote start. A lot of us have it. It is a wonderful feature. Really is.
Well, in the state of Nebraska, it's just great.
And, but Jack always gets his car started, but I was giving him a hard time Saturday night because it was 45 degrees yet when we rolled into the parking
Apologies.
lot. So,
Apologies.
yeah, I was picking on Jack.
Oh, I was picking on Jeremy.
No, when we went to the foundation office, it was cold.
It was cold.
It was much less than 45 degrees. I got a good chuckle out of that, too. It's like, man,
but
I was wearing like a T-shirt, and he's warming up his car.
Well, the other day when we left, the seat was cold. I will admit that. But mine wasn't as cold because I had warmed it up earlier on the way to work. I don't turn on the passenger one.
Yeah.
But here's something I'll admit, you can make fun of yours truly. I think my car will start with the key, like what you guys are doing.
Oh, remote start?
Yeah, but I've just never taken time to program it to do that. I don't want to deal with it.
You shouldn't have to program it.
Yeah, I was going to say, you should use the key fob.
You have to hit the lock button twice and then press and hold the start key. Because yours is a GM, just like Brent and I's.
But you have to tell it on the menu, on the dash, to accept the auto start or not. Yeah. And I thought, I'm not going to do that.
No, I'd be happy to help you figure it out because, man, as cold as it gets in Nebraska, it's the way to go.
And it'll be colder this week, I think, right? Just 30s and then some 20s coming up for the high.
Yeah.
Especially if you're the one person getting in the vehicle, it's one thing. I can just sit there and go, ooh. But then when you've got two little voices behind your head telling you all the way into town how cold it is in the car.
That I understand.
Yes, and then it's warm for all of us.
Yeah, I get that. But for us guys that are coming out by ourselves to work, really is kind of a waste of gas. As long as you can see through the windshield, you're only going to be in the car a few minutes.
Yeah.
But like you were saying, health of the engine.
Yeah.
That's where I thought you were coming from.
Warm it up. If anything, the transmission fluid.
Yeah. There you go.
It's very warmest. It shifts smoother.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not good when you get below zero and you put it in reverse and it kind of
slams,
sticks, and then boom. Yeah. But I have a transmission that slips all the time, so it doesn't really matter.
If it's torched already.
Yeah.
What's a little cold weather on it?
Well, I shouldn't have said that. There goes my warranty forever.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you've gotten it all serviced. Sometimes you just get a bad. We know anything about cars. You can have one car, it's just the best.
Yeah.
And then sometimes right off the factory floor, they don't work all that well.
That's true. What they used to call a lemon off the factory floor. I don't think they have as many of those as they used to. I got
more. There's a lot more quality control checks along the way.
Yeah, and the motors last for like 250,000 miles rather than.
It used to panic when you hit 100,000 miles on a car.
Yeah. Now
it's just broken in.
Yeah, just getting started. Just like you guys for sports this week. Just getting started.
Just getting started, baby.
I don't know if you'll get 200,000 in this week, but you're going to get a few miles in.
We'll be traveling.
Yeah.
In the month of February. Yes, sir.
I heard you're going to do wrestling maybe with 3 mats. Is that true?
3 mats? I hope not. Was it 3 mats?
It's 3, yeah.
Oh.
Sorry, man. I thought you knew that.
I'm going to have to do some strategizing on equipment.
I was wondering where that third camera was coming from, but
yeah, we got 3 cameras. It'll just be a matter of figuring out how to hook them all up. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
That's what we said.
See, I knew he'd figure it out.
We knew
I'll
you'd figure
film
it out.
one on my phone or something. I don't know.
Well, you could, I guess.
We can just do 2, and we'll just move the one. We'll kind of focus in on the area kids too if we have to. Move it back and forth from mat to mat.
I know you guys will do it. It's what you do.
Figure it out.
All right. We're going to play a song about a DJ who said, "The heck with you corporate boys upstairs. I'll do what I want." That's coming up right after this.
Ranchers, have you been hearing it from your herd? More bulls, please. Well, Miller Angus has got you.
Tom Petty, the last DJ. Snubbing his nose to those corporates. I love it.
Yeah. I got to say, every time that song gets played and when it first came out from Tom Petty and heard it for the first time, I'm like, that is, and I mean this in a big complimentary way, that's David J. Burney.
Well,
right
thank
there.
you, Brent.
I'm serious.
Thank you.
So, and I'm glad that at this radio station we're allowed to do all of the things he talked about. You know, we play what we want to play, we can say what we want to say, and we're still able to be us and be live on the air. So it's we kind of took it for granted at one time. I don't really take that for granted anymore, to be honest with you, my friend.
Not what we're seeing out there in the world with AI and everything. And
yes,
this way I still have a job.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I probably wouldn't have one.
Huh.
So it works out great.
Yeah.
We'll take a time out. We'll be right back. Got a question for you.
Oh, boy.
Might ask it and see if we can give away a $25 gift card.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Here we go.
Why did the cardinal cross the road? To get to your neighbor's bird feeder. You can keep the birds in your backyard with a bird feeder full of fresh bird seed from Arrow Seed. Arrow Seed in Broken Bow offers feeders and 9 varieties of bird seed to choose from. Arrow Seed's bird seed is available in economically priced bulk quantities from 1 pound to 50 pounds, so you can get as much or as little as you need at a great price. Get the birds back to your yard with a full bird feeder from Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
Just like technology and all of this talk about AI, the world of construction and home design is always evolving too. At Ansley Lumber and Supply, they are committed to having the very latest in materials as well as the tools you need to tackle the job. Wanting to get in on the barn dominium craze? Well, Ansley Lumber and Supply has everything from the plans and framing to the windows, insulation, and shingle material you need. If your project is a little smaller than building a new home, they have what you need for those too. Ansley Lumber and Supply. Visit them on Main Street in Ansley.
Start your day right or keep it rolling strong at Howdy Coffee in Broken Bow. Dive into breakfast favorites like egg scramble or breakfast sandwiches with their signature kolache dough made in-house daily. They have lunch now for your afternoon hunger. Grilled cheese, soup, Philly sandwiches, or French dips. And for your sweet treat, go with delicious cronuts. Open Monday to Friday 6:30 to 4:30 and weekends 7 to 4. Satisfy your breakfast, lunch, and cravings beyond at Howdy Coffee on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow.
Well, the Super Bowl is coming up this coming weekend, as you mentioned earlier.
Super Bowl Sunday this weekend.
Travis Kelce says the refs are not biased, but fans beg to differ. If you search on TikTok for Chiefs biased refs, you'll have no trouble finding the videos that are claiming foul on all of this. I'm even getting them on my phone. Are you getting them?
No. I'm not. I
don't do TikTok, but I'm still getting them like on Facebook that hooks up somehow with TikTok.
Oh, yeah, I've seen some of the. I've seen more. I haven't really necessarily seen TikTok videos, but I see a lot of the. I guess I call them memes. which are kind of funny with Kansas City. With picture of the referee in white and red stripes wearing a Kansas City hat. Those are kind of funny, but.
Wow. Well, then some of the information that I was getting, I have no idea that is true because the way it's on social media, so forget about it.
Yeah.
But it did say that Tom Brady was in big trouble with the NFL for some of the things he said during the game, criticizing the referees. And,
oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if there's any truth to that.
Yeah.
And, Tom Brady has enough money. He could probably tell him,
I think Tom is going to call the Super Bowl, I believe. I think it's on Fox this year.
So I was wondering about that.
I think Tom is going to call the Super Bowl.
I'd rather listen to Tom Brady than the other guy. Former
I'm sorry, which other guy?
Cowboys.
Oh, Tony.
Yeah, Tony.
Aikman or Romo?
Romo.
Tony Romo? Okay. Yeah.
Because, like I said, he's still talking when they're playing.
Oh. Yeah, I know you shared that a few days ago. That, excuse me, bothers you, doesn't it?
Well, you're a play-by-play color guy, and I know TV. You mentioned TV's different. I would not argue that.
Yeah, it is.
But you got a running back running up the gut, breaks a tackle. He's halfway down the field, and they're still talking about a trade.
Yeah. Well, that is the one difficult thing covering sports and being a color commentator. You'll be in the middle of a thought, and let's be honest, you don't always expect the next play to be, to go for 50-plus yards. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so you kind of have that, and with see, this is the announcer coming in me. I'm trying to defend him now, but you're in the middle of a thought, and with the NFL game now, you never know when they're going to go to a hurry-up play, and I don't know if that happened, on the case that you're talking about, but it can be. I will be honest. I don't criticize announcers nearly as much as I used to after I started putting on the headset and have been trying to do it. So, but I totally get what you're saying, and I kind of agree with you.
Well, I would just think
too.
if they were coming up under center, or most times they're not under center anymore.
It's time to wrap up the thought, isn't it?
You have
true.
You have a clock telling you when they have to hike the ball.
Yeah.
So I just think you could say we'll cover that. We'll go back to that later. But there was several times where they were big plays, and he was still going off about whatever he was, what his story was. And I can't understand him part of the time anyway when he starts telling the story. It might be my ears, but
yeah,
I really liked him when he first started, but I don't know. It just doesn't work for me as much as it used to.
Well, we all have, it just kind of like music and singers and bands and everything. We all have our kind of own preference, I guess you would say.
Yep.
So,
and there's people out there right now, and I'll just be totally honest about it, because I'm a DJ who works for a small company and not non-corporate. There's people out there right now that say, I don't like listening to you, Dave, at all.
Yeah, I hear you. Me too.
This is for you, Daddy.
Well, maybe the landslide will bring it down.
Fleetwood Mac and Landslide.
Hey, can I clarify something?
Sure, go
I
ahead.
just kind of got to thinking about, sometimes you say something and you're like, boy, what did that sound like? You made a comment. There's probably people saying that, I don't want to listen to that David J. Burney. And then I made a comment, me too. That's not, now wait, I want to clarify this. What I meant was they don't want to listen to Brent either. That's what I meant by that. I wasn't saying, well, I don't want to listen to Dave either. I want to really make sure I clarify that. Because after I said that, I'm thinking, boy, what must that have sounded like?
That's fine.
So I just wanted to clarify that with you, neighbor, friend.
Not a problem.
Okay.
Hey, we roll with the punches here. I can take it if you don't want to listen to me. That's fine.
No, I do. I want to listen to you. I want to visit with you, talk to you.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Now we're going to close the show.
Yes.
With our $25 gift card giveaway.
Okay.
And you mentioned something about this very good business.
Yeah. You want me to kind of read through it again?
Yeah, and would you?
Lily Kate Boutique is our Love Local giveaway sponsor for today, so we're going to give you a chance to win a $25 gift card to the store. If you're looking for some fun Valentine gifts or even some fun Valentine's Day apparel, make sure you check out their new Valentine's Day collection. They have all the red and pink you need to dress for the season. They've got fun kids gift ideas too, like color change Valentine's squeeze hearts. They've got pens, lip gloss, hairbrushes, fidget spinners, hair accessories, and jewelry. And now they even have some fun new dog treats, so you don't have to forget your four-legged friends on Valentine's Day. Let them know that you love them. Check them out. Lily Kate Boutique is also a Chamber Love Local participant, so make sure you stop in now and get entries for the grand prize to be given away on February 14th.
All right. Thank you very much, Brent. Now, the question is, we'll take the third caller if you'll mention something new that has been added that Brent just talked about.
Okay.
At Lily Kate. Phone's ringing now. I'll take the fourth caller. Paul Revere and the Raiders, you've been stepping out on me. Let's go to the telephone. We have Deb on the line. Good morning, Deb. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great, Dave. How about you?
Well, pretty good. I got a question to ask you before we ask you the question here about our business. I met up with your brother here a while back, a few weeks ago. And what's he been doing to himself? I mean, the guy looks like he's 10 years younger, and he had a really spicy aftershave on.
Well, I think it's living with Sandy.
Well, he is a lucky man there. I will admit that. But maybe he just wants to look nice for Sandy then, huh?
Yeah, I think it is. She's a pretty sweet gal, so.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Well, here's Brent with the question.
Deb, we were talking about Lily Kate Boutique, and we mentioned something new that they've brought in, some new kind of treats for Valentine's Day. Do you know what we're talking about?
Yes, so treats for our four-legged friends.
Hey, you got it, Deb. That'd be it.
Yeah.
That's great, Deb. You have won yourself a $25 gift card. Go shop and have fun, okay?
Will do. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Take care.
You too.
All right. Four-legged friends. I like that.
Yeah.
To close the show, this is from Reed. Used to be you had a play-by-play announcer that described the game and an analysis who explained strategy. But sometime about the time ESPN got popular, both broadcasters felt their main goal was to make sure there was no dead air.
You know what I've been doing? Seriously, I don't know why I've been doing it, but I've been bringing up old videos of old NFL games and listening to Pat Summerall and John Madden and Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen.
Oh, man.
For me, growing up, those were the best combinations. That we talked about having preference.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, that was my preference. When those there was a time the AFC was covered by NBC, so when you got to the big games, it was Dick Enberg and Merlin Olsen, and on CBS they covered the NFC. So for many years it would be Pat Summerall and John Madden, and that was the best for me. I would, as a kid growing up, I would tune in and listen to those guys. Those were my favorites.
I don't think too many people would disagree with that. And then you had Monday Night Football, which was a staple for a number of years, and Howard Cosell and
Frank Gifford and Don Meredith. I think were kind of the most well-known trio, and then it went to Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, and Dan Deerdorf were together for quite a while.
It was pretty good
as a trio. Yeah,
it was pretty good. Joe Namath for a short period of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time where they, and I want to say it was kind of when Don Meredith left?
Probably.
There was kind of a rotating deal. You didn't know who was going to help out Mr. Gifford on Monday Night Football from year to year.
I think there's a story, and I'm pretty sure it's true because Joe Namath told it. They did a little movie on him going back to his hometown. And I believe that was the one he was in, and he told that he was doing the Monday night games, and of course he was a party animal, and he had, after the game on Monday, he partied, or maybe he was coming in to do the game, I don't know, but it was like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and he shared a ride with somebody he didn't know, and he popped a beer like at 7 o'clock in the morning, and it happened to be the top executive of the network.
Oh, really?
So
funny.
He said, I don't think that did anything to enhance my chances for continuing there. That they did have a kind of a revolving door for that for a while, but the Monday Night Football was huge.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And I don't remember. I mean, Howard Cosell, I loved his halftime review.
I would beg my dad, can I stay up and watch Howard Cosell do the halftime highlights?
Yeah.
Because him and then later Chris Berman, of ESPN.
Yeah.
Those two guys, I don't think there was anyone who could take you through the highlights like those two guys could.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Bergman would inject all sorts of rock and roll phrases.
Oh, yeah, and do his nicknames and all of that. Yeah.
Well, those were good guys, and these gentlemen that are doing it now are good. It's just,
oh, sure. Yeah.
It's just kind of like you said, your preference, and a little more attention to the game for somebody like me would make me happy. But I watch it. The ratings are going to be the same if I won't decide not to watch the game because I don't particularly care for that style.
Yeah.
You want to watch the game and see who wins. And of course the Super Bowl this weekend, the game comes second to all the pageantry and all of the things that go around the game. But
it's turned into a production. There's no question about it.
This one though might, we've had some good Super Bowls lately.
We
good
have
games.
Yes.
And this one, it's going to be interesting to see who wins the battle of the trenches, because it seems like that might really be where the game's going to be won or lost. Maybe that running game for both teams will end up being the hidden secret. Not really hidden, but the secret to the game, especially first half.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, thanks. Thanks for listening, everybody. We appreciate it each and every day. Jack Simpson is ready to bring you good country and information over on KCNI. I'll be with you until 10, and then the wonderful array of 80s music will come your way.
Totally awesome.
Totally awesome at 10 o'clock. Take care.